Hello students, how are you all? Welcome to our virtual class. It's me, your English teacher. Today in our English class, we are in Unit 5, Wu and the Yellow Dragon. In our previous class, we have done the word meanings. Okay, we have listed some words with their meaning from Unit 5. So today, let us read this story and try to understand what is this story about. Wu and the Yellow Dragon. Okay. Yellow dragon. Okay, do you know what yellow dragon symbolize in Chinese culture? Okay, yes, the yellow dragon. It is believed to have control. Okay, yellow dragon is believed to have control over water, rainfall, storm, floods in Chinese culture. Okay, according to the Chinese culture. Yellow dragon is also not is also symbol. It is also a symbol of power, strength, and good luck, according to the Chinese culture. So let us read this story. This is the story of Wu, a boy who became a great courtier in China because of his wisdom. Means a boy Wu who became a great courtier. Courtier means the advisor of king or queen. Okay, advisor of king or queen. This wisdom was given to him by the yellow storm dragon. That means the boy Wu was given wisdom by yellow dragon, who became a great courtier in China later. Okay, so let's read this. At 13, Wu was a silent, dreamy boy who had been brought up by his father, Yin, and his grandmother. His mother had died when Wu was very young. It was his habit to sit, think, and observe things. Okay, here in this story, here is a boy called Wu who lived with his father and grandmother, whose mother died when he was young. Okay. It was habit of Wu that he used to sit and think, and also he used to observe things. Okay. One day along the highway came a handsome youth riding a white horse and wearing yellow garments. 4 attendants accompanied him, and one of them had an umbrella to shield the youth from the sun's bright rays. The youth stopped at Wu's gate and said, Wu, I'm weary. May I enter your father's house and rest a while? Wu bowed and said, You are welcome. One day, what happened? That one day a youth, a handsome man, he came in Wu's house with his 4 attendants, okay, with his 4 servants, we can say. Where one of the servant was carrying an umbrella, okay, and that youth, he asked to Wu that he was very tired and he want to have rest for a while, okay, and Wu also, he welcomed him. He bowed his head and he welcomed the visitors. Okay, the handsome youth dismounted and sat in the garden while his servants attended to the horse. Yin chatted with his guest and invited him for a meal, while Wu gazed at them silently. Dismounted means got off a horse or bicycle. Okay. After that, what happened? Yin, the father of Wu, he invited the visitors, all visitors, for a meal. And that time Wu was gazing, or we can say looking, at those visitors silently. When the meal was over, the youth thanked Yin for his hospitality and walked across the garden. Wu noticed that before one of the servants passed through the gate, he turned the umbrella upside down and then moved on. Okay, after having meal, that youth, okay, that person, he thanked to his father, thanked to Wu's father for the for hospitality. Okay, hospitality means when people treat guests and visitors in a friendly and generous way. Okay, and who noticed that one of the servant, okay, one of the person, he uh, passed through the gate and he turned umbrella upside down. Okay, and who doesn't know why he did that. Actually, he was just looking what that person was doing that time, isn't it? Because it was the habit of Wu to sit silently and observe the things. When the youth has mounted his horse, he turned to Wu and gave him a piece of armor from the horse back and said, "Thank you, Wu. Keep this and I shall remember you." Armor means metal clothing which soldiers in olden times wore to protect themselves while fighting. Okay. Uh, then what happened there? The youth he thanked to Wu. Okay, and also he gave a piece of armor to him, and he said that he shall remember him. He shall remember Wu. Okay. Wu bowed and answered, "You are welcome." Wu watched them until they disappeared. Later, Wu said, "The noble youth knew my name, and yet I have never seen him before." Their clothes had no stitches. The white horse had spots of 5 colors. It also had heavy armor of solid metal instead of hair. The horse hoofs and the stranger's feet did not touch the ground. Oh, see, many things Wu noticed there. Okay, that the youth called him by his name, though Wu had not met that person before. How he came to know his name? Okay, Wu was surprised that time, and also he had noticed that uh, the visitor clothes had no stitches, isn't it? And also the horse had uh, 5 different colors spots in its body, and also instead of hair, the body of horse, okay, uh, it also had means it also had heavy armors of solid metal instead of hair, means instead of hair that horse had heavy armor of solid metal. And again, one strange thing he noticed that when the horse whoops, okay, when the horse whoops, the feet of those strangers did not touch the ground. Very strange, isn't it? Yin jumped up and exclaimed, "Then they aren't human beings but spirits." Spirit means something that people believe exist but do not have physical bodies. Okay. Yin jumped up and exclaimed means he cry with surprise. Okay, he cried with surprise, and he said that they aren't human beings; they are spirits. Wu continued, "I watched them as they went westward. Rain clouds were gathering there, and when they were very far away, they all rose in the air and vanished into the clouds." Yin was shocked to hear this. When Wu's grandmother heard this, she explained, "The horse is a dragon horse. When spirits appear before humans, they wear magic garments. That's why the clothing of your visitors had no stitches. Spirits move in the air, so they flew higher and higher, going towards the rain clouds." The youth was the yellow dragon. He is known to raise storms. As he had four followers with him today, the storm will be a great one. May we all be safe. Wu explained those all strange things to his grandmother and father. Okay, and grandmother told that, okay, she told that the horse is a dragon horse. Okay, and also she said that um, the storm will be great one. Okay, the storm, that means very unexpected things is going to be happen. Okay, natural disaster is going to be happen. That is the symbol that. Okay, though dragon is supposed to have believed to have control over rainfall, storms, isn't it? According to the Chinese culture, that is why the grandma told that that the storm will raise, and also she said that may we all be safe. Okay, may we all be safe. So Wu added that one of the strangers had turned the umbrella upside down before passing through the gate. That is a good sign, she said. Then she lay down to sleep. And Wu said that he had noticed that one of the strangers he had turned the umbrella upside down. And grandmother replied that that is a good sign. Okay, that is a good sign. Heavy clouds began gathering in the sky. Yin and Wu decided to sit up all night. The storm burst out in all its fury. The thunder rolled, the lightning flamed, and the rain flooded the rivers, which destroyed the lands. That night, the cottage was entirely surrounded by water. We cannot escape now, cried Yin. After that, what happened? Heavy clouds began gathering in the sky. Okay, and the family, Wu's family, they decided to sit up all night. The thunder rolled, the lightning flamed, and the rain flooded the rivers. Okay, natural disaster which destroyed the lands. And the father of Wu, Yin, he cried that we cannot escape now. Wu said, I have just seen the dragon. As I looked skywards, he spread out his great wings above our home. He's protecting us now. Okay. Wu said that he had seen a dragon in the sky, and also that dragon was spreading his wings. Okay, wings above Wu's house, okay, above Wu's home. So that means that dragon was protecting Wu's house, isn't it? He said that. Alas, my son, you are dreaming, said Yin. Listen, no raindrops are falling on our roof, Wu replied. And Yin, he said that you are dreaming. Wu, you are dreaming. And that what Wu said that? No, see, father, no raindrops are falling on our roof. That means that dragon was protecting their house, isn't it? Yin listened carefully and said, you speak the truth, my son. This is indeed marvelous, and all because of you. Welcome the dragon. The storm finally ended. Yin said to his son that, listen carefully, you speak truth, my son. What truth was Wu speaking that time? Actually, Wu was saying that a dragon was spreading his wings over his house. That dragon was protecting their house, and no rainfall on their roof. Okay, that was the truth. And Yin also, he was very surprised, and he was also very happy. Okay, actually that happened because of Wu. Why? Because Wu welcomed the dragon, isn't it? And the storm also ended. Finally storm ended. The next day, the emperor heard that no rain fell on Yin's house during the storm. He sent for Yin and Wu. Emperor means ruler, okay? Ruler, we can say king who rule a certain area, emperor. Okay, we can say ruler or king. Next day, the emperor heard that there was no rainfall in Yin's house, so he sent uh, for Yin and Wu. Okay, uh, so he what he did? He sent for Yin and Wu there. Okay, when they were brought before the emperor, Yin repeated the events of the previous day. See that the ruler was very surprised that why no rainfall on Yin's house. So he sent his army, or we can say, so he sent his follower to bring Yin and Wu there with him. So when Wu and Yin were brought there, they explained what happened all there. Okay, what happened all with them, how the visitors they come, why the visitors they come, and what happened after that. They all explained that those things in front of the emperor. Show me the piece of armor, the emperor ordered. When we opened the box, the armor shone brightly. Okay, after that, emperor he came to know that the Wu was given piece of armor by that visitor, and he asked Wu to show that piece of armor. Okay, when Wu opened the box, the armor shone brightly. Okay, the impressed emperor announced, Wu shall remain here and become one of my courtiers, as the yellow dragon has given him power and wisdom. Thereafter, with his wisdom and the powers gifted to him by the yellow storm dragon, Wu served the emperor for many years. So, when Wu opened the box, the armor shone very brightly, and emperor was impressed so much towards Wu, and he said that Wu shall remain here and become one of my courtiers, as the yellow dragon has given him power and wisdom. That means after that, Wu the wisdom and powers which was gifted to Wu, okay, which was gifted to Wu, because of that, emperor announced to keep Wu with him. Okay, emperor announced that Wu will become one of his courtiers in coming days. So after that, what happened? After that, Wu served the emperor for many years. Okay, this is a very nice story. Okay, very nice story. I hope all of you also like this story. You read this passage and try to understand. Okay, after you read this story, we have some activities here in our book, understanding the story. Here are some activities. Question number 1 to 8. We have 8 questions here, so you try to do this yourself in your English notebook. So for today, only this much. Bye bye all of you.